Hey, what's up, guys? Well, quick review of two movies. I saw Thor and Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides for a week ago. So I'm gonna review both movies very fast. So, Thor, Marvel Studios, Paramount Pictures, starring Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, all those people, Anthony Hopkins. I guess I really like Thor. It is one of the best Marvel movies they made so far. It's up there with Iron Man. Seriously, it was great. I really liked it. Chris Hemsworth was great as Thor. When I watched the first trailer of him, I thought, what the hell? Is he gonna play Thor? I thought it was terrible. But when I watched the movie, he was great. I mean, seriously, he was Thor. Just like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. I mean, seriously. He was really good, I gotta say. And then we have Tom Hiddleston as Loki. He was really good, great bad guy. Marvel movies haven't been that great with bad guys. Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movies, he sucked. Magneto was pretty cool, of course. He was played by Ian McKellen. But Marvel movies haven't been really. They haven't got a luck with villains. I would say DC had more luck with that. But we finally got one villain that I think was great, and Loki, he was great. I'm really looking forward to see Tom Hiddleston again in the Avengers. That's coming next year. Natalie Portman was okay. I see a lot of people compare with Black Swan. You can't do that, So yeah, Anthony Hopkins was pretty cool. It was kind of funny at times, but yeah, he was really good. So the movie had good action scenes. It was a good movie. So yeah, I have some complaints. The romance between Thor and Jane, I think it was a little bit short. Well, it was a little bit. I think they should do more. It wasn't that much developed, I would say, but it was okay. The Destroyer action scene was a little bit too short. Because I love the Destroyer, I would love to see a bigger action scene than that. The movie was a little long. I felt that it was kind of like Iron Man 2, where after stuff happened in Russia, with the car race and all that, after that it's really slow and it's not much happening. I think after Thor gets to Earth, it's not really much happening, and the scenes on Earth weren't that fantastic as the scenes in Asgard and Jotunheim. I mean, seriously, the scenes in Asgard, they were fantastic. The special effects were crystal clear. It was so real and so amazing to look at. I mean, seriously. And when we come down to Earth, it's like, what the hell? I don't know. Okay, it was fucking Earth. Yeah, so I didn't really care much for that. So yeah, but I thought Thor was great, and I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, for a crazy homeless person, he's pretty cut.
How'd you get inside that cloud?
Also, how could you eat an entire box of Pop-Tarts and still be this hungry?
Just drink, I like them. Another!
This is going on Facebook. Smile.
Do you swear to guard the lives of the innocent and preserve the peace?
I swear.
I will destroy their kind
You can't kill an entire race.
and die with them.
Then we come to Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, with Johnny Depp, Penelope Cruz, Ian McShane, and who else? And Geoffrey Rush. Let's take a little recap. Here's the first movie, Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. One of the greatest pirate movies ever made, and one of my favorite movies from the decade. I mean, seriously, this is a great, fun, action-packed movie. It's great. Johnny Depp, he gives his role of his career, one of his. And Geoffrey Rush he's my favorite. I mean, seriously, he plays Captain Barbossa so awesome. Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley, they were okay. But this movie is great. I love it. It's a great movie. And then we come to Pirates of the Caribbean 2, The Dead Man's Chest. It's okay. I gotta say, it's not much happens. I really like the Kraken. He was pretty cool. Davy Jones was okay. But the thing that makes this movie go downhill is it's a bit too long, again, and the romance between Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley is freaking annoying. I mean, seriously. But nothing can compare it with this. This piece of shit here can just go down to hell. Alright. I'll just have to say, I hate this movie. I think it's too long. It's so long. It's up to 3 hours. They crammed too much into this movie. I mean, seriously, it's every plot you can ever don't want to have in a pirate movie is in this. I mean, seriously, and there's so much stuff going on that I just get so confused. The only thing I really liked about this movie is seeing Geoffrey Rush back. You know, the part in the beginning to Johnny Depp comes back, the part in the middle, nothing happened. It was so boring. And again, the romance between Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley was so dull, so too much developed in 3 movies. It was just pointless and boring. Ugh. It has some good action scenes, and yeah, but I don't like this movie. But then we come to On Stranger Tides, the 4th one.
Death lies before us as we sail to the fountain of youth.
You could guide an expedition. You are Jack Sparrow.
There should be a captain in there somewhere.
It was pretty good, I have to say. I think it's the best one since the first. The first one is still the best, but I still think, I do think that the 4th one is the best sequel. Johnny Depp is back, and it's so great to see him back. I mean, seriously, he was not funny in the 3rd movie. Seeing him back being funny was a great feel. Geoffrey Rush is back. He is awesome. And the thing I really liked about this movie is that Jack Sparrow and Barbossa team up together to find a fountain. Well, fight against Blackbeard. Talking about Blackbeard, Ian McShane is Blackbeard. Awesome villain, man. Awesome. I mean, seriously, he was a badass. He's the best villain since Barbossa. You know, Davy Jones, he was kind of lame, you know. He was just a poor guy who just, yeah, you kind of feel sorry for him. He wasn't a villain. But Blackbeard, damn it, he was awesome. I mean, seriously, he was badass and a great villain since Barbossa. I mean, he was awesome.
Gentlemen, I be placed in a bewilderment. There I were, resting, and upon a sudden, I hear ungodly row on deck.
What be that, first mate?
Mutiny, Captain.
Mutiny.
And what fate befalls mutineers? Now we know the answer to that, do we not? Mutineers wish to report a mutiny.
One thing that I really liked was the mermaids. Whoa, that's the most scariest mermaids I've ever seen. Seriously, they were scary. And Penelope Cruz, she was a great woman. I mean, seriously, she's the best woman I've seen through the whole Caribbean movies. You know, I like Elizabeth, but you know, she was really annoying in the two last movies. So I have to say it was great with a new change. I mean, seriously, she was great. She was pretty good looking too. Yeah. So I have some complaints, of course. The story was it was a little tiny plot. It wasn't much, but I understand why they did that, because you know, in the third one they crammed too much into it and it was very confusing. So I know why they took this plot and made it much easier. There was a lot going on, I have to say. You know, the Spaniards were going to get the Fountain of Youth, and the Englishmen, Blackbeard, Jack Sparrow, Barbossa. Damn, that's a lot of people. Yeah, that was a little bit confusing. Not confusing, but a little bit tiring to watch. And the worst part, well, and one thing before the worst part, I kind of miss the Black Pearl, because it's a badass ship, man, and you don't see it in the movie. Well, it's in a, well, I won't spoil anything, but you'll probably see in the next sequel. I hope so. I think so. Okay, let's get to the worst part. We have this guy who looks like Orlando Bloom, and he's a Christian guy. And he's in love with a mermaid. Oh God. I mean, that romance was too little developed. It was annoying, it was pointless, and it felt like Elizabeth and William come back and start doing their shit. It was the same boring, dull shit. Again. That guy was so boring and so dull, he was idiot. He was an idiot. I would just wish I could spank him and he would fly away to hell. And a mermaid, if you watch the movie, look at the mermaids. The first scene you see the mermaids, they're fucking scary. And then you see the mermaid that is in love with the guy. Why did they do that? In a movie, mermaids are supposed to be scary, and they're just, and she's just normal. Why can't they just keep with the scary parts and not the romance parts? I mean, oh, a lot of good action scenes. So yeah, good movie. Check it out. So yeah, I think it's the best since the first. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Another time. I'll make more videos soon. Maybe a DVD update. So yeah. Goodbye.